I've had a lot of questions about homework 3-2. Today we worked on multiplying fractions, and what we did was discuss how a unit fraction can help us make this type of multiplication problem a lot easier. The following slide should be very helpful for you. Let's take a look at question 3. Question 3 says 7/8 times 32. And we call that of, we would say 7/8 of 32. And I've been showing the kids how to put the number 1 under 32. Now this is a difficult problem because the first thing you have to do is multiply 7 times 32. Then you would multiply 8 times 1. I'll do this the long way first so you can see how much is involved. We would do 32 times 7, obviously. We got a 14. And 7 times 3 is 21, plus 2 is 224. Over 8. Now, this is a division problem now. We would do 224 divided by 8. This is getting to be a very lengthy problem. Let's see here. 8 doesn't go into 2, but it goes into 22 twice. 16. We got a 6 left over when we subtract out. And bring down the 4, we have 64. And 8 times 8 is 64, so our answer would be 28. Very lengthy, very technical problem, but remember the answer of 28 because I'm going to show you the magic of unit fractions in the next slide. Okay, so now let's take a look at this problem a different way. 7/8 of 32, and that was our original problem. Let's look at it as a unit fraction. What I mean by unit fraction is just instead of 7/8, we would do 1/8 of 32. So they gave us this problem, and I'm just telling myself I don't want to do that hard problem, so I'm just going to do 1/8 for starter. Here's what happens. Same process. This becomes multiplication problem 32, because 1 times 32 is 32. 8 times 1 is 8. This is much simpler than the previous problem. Now we just have 32 divided by 8, which the kids know is 4, because they know 8 times 4 is 32. Here's where it gets really easy. If we know 1/8 equals 4, well, we know 2/8 equals 8, and 3/8 equals 12. It's not too hard to extrapolate and figure out that 7/8, 7 times 4, is 28. Instead of doing that whole huge problem, all we did was found the unit fraction, 1/8. Found out that 1/8 is 4. If 1/8 is 4, 7/8 is 28. I'll do one more problem to try and help you out. Let's look at number 11, which would be 5/12 of 24. And I'll put the 24 over 1. Now, I don't want to do 5 times 24. And then I would have to divide that product by 12. Too big for me. Don't want to do it. What I'm going to do is instead of doing 5/12, I'm going to do the unit fraction 1/12 times 24 over 1. This is much simpler. 1 times 24 is 24, and 12 times 1 is 12. From here, you just set up a division problem. 24 divided by 12, and we can all see that that would be 2. Very simple. 12 goes into 24 2 times. The answer is 2. If 1/12 is 2, well, then 5/12 is 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 5/12 would be 10. Much, much easier than multiplying 5 by 24 and dividing that product by 12. Just multiply your unit fraction, divide by your denominator, and then work your way up from there.